Hey, what's up everybody? Good morning. Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now we're covering the rookie division. This is the final round of the Bierfest tournament front 9 holes. So first, obviously congrats for making it to the final round. This is a very high scoring tournament, and if you're in tier 3, I know there was a lot of good scores that were cut off and did not make it. So congrats for making it this far. I'm at a minus 17 on one account and a minus 16 on the other account. So excited to show the replays with you. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and everybody, please hit the thumbs up button if you like my content before you leave. Let's go to hole number 1. Hole number 1 gives us a great chance for an eagle. Was able to pick it up on both of my accounts here. We are going to go with a quarterback and a sniper combo, 2 bars of top spin with our QB, 1 bar of side spin to the left. Here, I find it easier if we would actually flip the screen around and push the rings instead of pull. But on this particular one, I did go ahead and pull the rings. We just take a normal shot. Pretty much this one is self-explanatory. We know we're trying to hit the ball and drive it. Just kind of aiming between those 2 bunkers right there and let it fall down, and we're good to go. Shot number 2 now is going to be played 15% at max. We're going to go 5.5 bars of backspin. The thing I like about this wind angle is we do not have to use any side spin whatsoever. We're able to just define the funnel here on the back of the green. As you can see, I've got the ball guideline going directly to the pin. I pull this one 15% at max. So 15% at max here. We get nicely on top of the back of the green, which is what we want, so the ball falls down into the hole. Both my accounts came in right there around that side, but like I said, I was 2 for 2, so that shot is feeling really consistent. Hole number 2, I picked up a hole-in-one on both accounts, 30% at the minimum distance of your club. We're going to be using a katana and a sniper. We're going to be going 3 bars of side spin to the right. Here we're looking for that funnel. We just kind of wiggle the target around until we get like a nice good sticky spot. You can kind of reference here that where my rings are and kind of where my landing position is. So you can see here my yellow ring is fully in the rough. Ball guideline going to the hole, favoring the right-hand side of the cup. This is probably one of the easiest hole-in-ones to pick up in the game. So at the final round, especially on tier 3, it's going to be really important that if you're looking to get a top spot, we do pick up the eagles on hole 1 and hole 2. Definitely need to get ourselves with a -6, and best case scenario, a -7 start to get this thing going. All right, so there's a hole-in-one there. That wind was 2.7. Just to show you the consistency, I also picked it up here in the 3s. So again, 3 bars of side spin to the right, same thing, wiggling around, finding the sticky spot, favoring the right-hand side of the cup, 30% pull at minimum distance. Reach back and hit a perfect ball, and then we get the same result there for that hole-in-one. All right, that'll take us on here to hole number 3. Hole number 3, very, very close here to the albatross. I did not pick it up on either of my accounts, but I do feel you'll be able to get it. 4.5 bars of top spin combined with 3 bars of side spin to the left, putting my yellow ring right there on the rough line, making a 10% pull, and then here, just using a little bit of overpower, combined with 1 full ball of curl to the left. You'll see here that with a perfect shot, we're able to come very nicely down the center of the fairway with no fears of clipping that rough there. So that's shot number 1. That'll take us here to shot number 2. Shot number 2, I want you to play it 10% at mid, okay? 10% at mid, and the reason that I say that is because the shot that you're seeing me play is played at 5% at maximum distance of the club, but I needed to pull less rings, and when I really work out the math here, I do believe a 10% pull at mid would be the right pull for this hole. We're going to go with a little bit of backspin, so about 2 bars of backspin, and I'm using no side spin. My backspin is just to make sure that I had the ball guideline going to the hole like that. And again, even though that we're at plus yardage of the sniper, unless you're at full max, but down here in this area, this +2 and below, I just want to play it at mid. You're going to see here that I just barely miss this one to the right-hand side. So super close there. We just burned the right edge of the cup. Hole number 3 gives you a really good chance to get that drop. Now take us here to hole number 4. Hole number 4, we're playing 10% at mid. We do have headwind here, so we're going to go with 3 bars of side spin to the right combined with 1 bar of top spin. I'll kind of show you exactly where I'm aiming at because this one is a close one for a hole-in-one. All right, if we take a look at the pin, where the hole is, it's in that dark green vertical row of squares. To the left of the pin is the left green vertical rows, and then we got another row of dark green squares. I'm playing on that next green, the next light green vertical row. So basically 2 light green vertical rows away from where the hole is. You can see here I've got my red ring up on the rough line with my white ring falling into the sand. That sounds like a lot, but the setup is actually pretty easy to find as long as you remember how many rows over from the cup we are. Now you can see here I'm just kind of aiming in the bottom left-hand corner of that light green square, just like that. We get a good zoom in of where I'm aiming. Now from here we make our wind adjustment. And on this hole, we're going to use just a little bit of curl. That's going to be the hardest part to get consistent. As you can see here, I went with just baby curl to the right. And again, we burned the right edge of the cup, so we need to take a little bit of curl off the shot. Maybe rewind and watch that one. If you're able to put this stream up on your TV and kind of pause it, at that landing position, and then you play on your phone or tablet, however you play. That's kind of the easiest way to follow along. But hole number 4 is going to be a tough one to drop, and if you pick it up, especially if you pick up 1 and 2, you're all going to be off to a super hot start. All right, hole number 5, 10% at max, push to max, 6 bars of top spin combined with 2 bars of side spin to the right. This one is pretty easy to find the landing spot on. I aim at the same spot in this type of wind angle. Take a look at after my spin adjustments. If you look in the rough area, you're going to see like a little patch of leaves here at the top of the rough. I've got my ball guideline going directly through the middle of those leaves. Then like I said here, I'm just going to pull 10% elevation at max. And then I'm going to push my rings back up to max to get my distance back. Now we're going to go with a heavy overpower shot combined with half a ball of curl to the right. I did hit a perfect ball on both of my accounts, and it was essentially the exact same line. This ball came through very nicely, skipped the rough, comes down to this nice part of the fairway that slopes us back down towards the hole. Hole number 5 is always nice when you're able to be putting in for an eagle. So drive that ball, get it down there. Again, important eagle to pick up if you're in Tier 3. Okay, hole number 6 gives us another excellent chance for an albatross. Every hole in this tournament is droppable. It really is. That's why you see us, such high scores. I'm not making any wind adjustments here. This is just too easy of a wind to deal with. 1.9 miles an hour. I'm just going 6 top, 3 right. I'm stretching my club out, and then I know I'm just going to be using overpower to drive this ball. Obviously, I moved my target over a little bit to the right to account for the right to left wind push. But this one just gives you so much fairway to work with on the first and second fairway. But that shot right there is going to be very easy. It's going to be about trying to dial in shot number 2. Now, shot number 2 here, minus 20% at mid is what I played it. So minus 20% at mid, and you're going to see here, just like every hole that I've played so far, either it's been in the hole or it's missed, just barely. All right, so we're going to go with enough topspin to get the ball guideline nice and through the hole, because remember, we do have almost 4 mile per hour headwind here, so we have to account for that. Also take note of the side spin. This one's going to be a little bit different than what we've been playing. 1 bar of side spin to the right, yellow ring at the top of the rough, and here we go. Perfect ball. A little bit fast, but I think it would have been okay. But that ball just burns the left edge side of the cup. So I would take a little bit of top spin off. Don't let the ball come in so hot. And instead of adding more right spin, I'd probably just move our target over, just slightly to the right-hand side. Hole number 6 be a little bit tougher to pick up that alba on. But, it's obviously definitely there. All right, hole number 7, 15% at mid. This is probably the hardest one to duplicate. I do get the hole-in-one. 3 bars of side spin to the right, combined with 2 bars of backspin. My landing position looks like this. Look at the blue ring. Look how the blue ring is basically almost touching the base of the tree, with my red ring right here on the rough line. That's what I'm looking for from a landing position standpoint. I pulled this one 10% at mid. And then from here is going to be all about the curl. All right, so let's try to reference the curl. And like I said, this is not going to be like, okay, if you do this exactly like me, you're going to get 100% drop rate. You just have to catch the right part of the backhand funnel. But if you notice my curl here, so notice that whenever we start, right, there's no distortion on the blue ring that we're aiming in. But you're going to see as I start to move over and I add just a click of overpower, notice how the rings start to tilt sideways to the right. That's what we're looking at. And then look at my ball. The left edge of my ball is basically right up against the inner wall of the blue adjustment window. I know it's a lot, it really is, but that's just what it's going to take, on this tournament. And hopefully you're able to duplicate these things and get these things to fall. But here we catch a really nice part. We're way right-hand side of the pin, which is where we want to be, and then we let that natural slope from right to left bring us back towards the hole. So hole 7, hole-in-one, we'll take that one, and we're going to take us off to hole number 8, which is probably the easiest par 4 to eagle in the tournament. 3 bars of side spin to the left combined with 4 bars of backspin. You can do this with the katana, no problem. I'm just choosing the Kingmaker here as it's the final round and we're getting headwind. I just wanted to kind of reduce the wind angle on this one, where the wind mile per hour and a tougher wind angle. But it's not tough at all as far as the shot goes. I just made it easier. Notice here, using quite a bit of curl. And again, don't forget that 4 bars of backspin. That's going to help you stop very nicely onto the green here. Some people may pick up a hole-in-one on this hole. I've definitely done it before. I know many of other people have done it before. It's just kind of one of those things where you get lucky, and I hope that you get lucky in a final round on this one. That's going to take us to hole number 9. Hole number 9, the last one before I start playing the back 9, 15% at max. Hey, again, please subscribe. Please hit that thumbs up. That would be awesome. It really would be. Okay, now we're going to go with 2.7 bars of backspin combined with 2 bars of side spin to the left. If your wind is in the high 3s or low 4s, you probably want to go 3 back, 2 left. Just make sure that we land on the top part of this fairway, but it's also sort of important that we really get almost as many yards as possible, because we are looking to find the funnel on the second shot. So you can see here, we get really nice yardage. That's going to leave us in for an albatross shot. I'm hoping I'm doing a great job for you all. If so, and you have the means to do so, if you would like to support my channel for the time and efforts that I put in, I always put a link in my PayPal in the comment section below, and I'm truly grateful for anybody who chooses to do that. I really am. All right, minus 20% at max. Here we're going to be applying somewhere between 3.5 to 4.5 bars of top spin, typically with just a sliver of left side spin. Now we're just trying to find the funnel. So you'll see here, for me, I was like right at 3.2, but I'm also running out of time. And at this point, I decided to just take the shot. I do make it. As you can see, I'm aiming on the right-hand side of the pin. Got the shot off with just 1 second left. I'm glad I didn't hit the pin. And it just falls back very nicely into the hole for an albatross. Okay, that is the front 9. I'm going to start working on the back 9. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon.